To another Google Ads tutorial. Today we're going to explain the difference between target CPA and maximize conversions. This is a very common question that comes up when it comes to Google Ads. A lot of you ask me all the time, when should I use target CPA? When should I use maximize conversions? Before we go straight to the point, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. It helps tremendously to create new content, so thank you very much in advance. And off we go. So let's say that you have a couple of campaigns and you want to apply a bidding strategy. First of all, what do you need to do? You need to click here on Tools and Settings, and you need to come here to Bid Strategies. So once you come to Bid Strategies, you need to create a strategy. So you're going to click the plus symbol. And the debate here is, shall I create a strategy that is relevant to target CPA, cost per acquisition, or shall I create a strategy that is called maximize conversions? What is the difference between the two? So there is a very important and distinct difference. The strategy that is called maximize conversions is relevant to adjusting your bids or increasing your bids basically as much as possible to get as many conversions as possible. So what this means practically is the system will not care about your cost per acquisition. Practically speaking, the system will bid very aggressively in order to get clicks that are going to result in conversions. Personally, I call this strategy a desperation strategy. If you are in a position where you don't have any conversions, you have a lot of budget and you desperately need to convert, then you need to use maximize conversions. Because what this strategy is going to do is it's going to really increase your cost per click to get you conversions. It is not help to lower the cost per acquisition, and it is not going to help to get as many conversions as possible from your budget. It is going to increase your bid in order to get you conversions at any cost. It will not respect your cost per acquisition, and that's the main difference between this strategy and the strategy that we call target CPA. So if we go back again here to bid strategies and we look into target CPA, so the target CPA strategy is going to make sure that you are going to get conversions at a certain cost. So what this means is that you are going to say to the system here that I want to convert, but I want my cost per acquisition, my cost per conversion, to be a maximum of, let's say, $10 or $20 or $30. So because you cap the cost per acquisition, then the system will respect that and it will not blow up your budget and it will not blow up your cost per acquisition. And also here you can create an advanced option. You can actually enable the advanced option and you can give a limit to your cost per click. So you can cap not only your CPA, but you can also cap your cost per click. You can say to the system that I want the cost per acquisition of $30, but at the same time, I don't want to blow up my cost per click. I want to also cap that. So my maximum is, let's say, $2, for example. How are you going to set your target CPA? You're going to look into historical data, and based on historical data, you are going to set a target CPA that is no less than 10% of what you are achieving now. For example, if your cost per acquisition is 100, you should say that I want my cost per acquisition to be 90, for example, as a target. But don't go below that, because then maybe you're going to achieve exactly the opposite. The system may not be able to achieve this target. So that's the main difference between target CPA and maximize conversions. What you can do, however, is you can have a blend of these two strategies, right? So instead of actually choosing either target CPA or maximize conversions, you can create a maximize conversion strategy. And when you do that, for example, here, you can also say to the system that I want to set a target cost per action. So this is a blended strategy, a maximize conversion, but at the same time, you say to the system, I want to also set a target CPA. Now you may ask, okay, if I do this, effectively there is no difference between Maximise Conversions and target CPA. The answer is yes, there is only a subtle difference. The subtle difference is that if you select Maximise Conversions and you give a target CPA, then you are right. This is very much like creating a target CPA strategy. The main difference is that with target CPA, quick reminder basically here, we can set a cap when it comes to the cost per click. So target CPA allows me to actually come here and say, I want to cap the cost per click. The Maximise Conversion strategy doesn't allow me to cap the cost per click, because we said that the Maximise Conversion, the whole logic of the strategy is to actually blow up the CPC in order to be very aggressive in the auction. So it doesn't allow me to cap the CPC, it only allows me to cap the CPA, which is somewhat the same, but not entirely the same. Long story short, as a conclusion, Maximise Conversions on its own is a desperation strategy. I don't recommend you to use it unless you want conversions at all costs. If you have an account which is healthy and delivers enough conversions, I recommend you to use target CPA. If your objective is to get conversions, your account is struggling, but at the same time perhaps you don't want to blow the bank, then you can use a Maximise Conversion strategy with target CPA. So that's my recommendation. So for those of you who have healthy accounts, you're getting conversions, target CPA is for you. For those of you who are not converting at all, then you can try Maximise Conversions to get at least something. For those of you who are struggling, you are getting some conversions but not as many as you would like, and you desperately want some data, you can go with a hybrid Maximise Conversions plus target CPA. That's my personal opinion in terms of what you need to do when it comes to these two strategies. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know what is your advice, perhaps what is your experience with Maximise Conversions and target CPA. I personally like to use target CPA or a hybrid strategy for all my campaigns and all my accounts, but I'm really curious to find out what are your thoughts when it comes to these bid strategies. Thank you for watching, have a great day in any time zone, and see you in the next video. Bye everyone.